Hello, and welcome to the Wiretap Whisper Podcast, episode 22, presented by me, Sammy ASMR. If this is the first time you're watching the podcast, this is a creator-focused ASMR podcast series where I sit down with other ASMR creators in the community and I talk to them all about their channel, their personal life, and just everything in between, basically. And we normally do it in soft spoken or whispered dialogue to keep things pretty chill and still relaxing and fitting that whole ASMR vibe, I guess, through that. And yeah, today I am joined by the lovely Gloria ASMR.
Hello, hello.
It's so nice to have you. And
Thank you for having me.
for those of you guys who maybe aren't familiar with Gloria and her content, I have a quick summary for you. So, quite excitingly, Gloria is a Swedish creator. She currently has just over 42,000 subscribers on her channel across 96 videos. So she is very near that 100 video mark. So congrats to her.
Thank you. I didn't even know that.
She's been uploading content now for just under 1.5 years. And if I was to kind of summarize, the style and genre of ASMR that Gloria produces, it's pretty much anything and everything. She literally does it all. For the most part, there are lots of outdoor videos in there, lots of trigger videos, and just all round what I would call cozy vibes. But that's a basic generic summary from me, and I'm sure Gloria is going to give a better one now. So Gloria, for the people watching or listening at home, who are you today?
Oh God, I was gonna give like a very cheesy answer there.
Yeah, do it.
I was gonna say, I'm very happy. Like I'm a very happy person at the moment. I feel like.
Yeah.
And I think that is because of the ASMR, because that I started this channel, this journey with all my followers now, a lot of them now. And yeah, I don't know, I feel probably happier than ever.
Yeah. I feel like that's the best response you can give to that question, because at the end of the day, like, if you're happy, everything else is just going to fall into place, right? And that's the most important thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just so grateful. Yeah, grateful for everything.
Yeah, and again, if you've never seen this before, how this is going to work is today we're going to take a deep dive into Gloria's life and her channel. There's a past, a present, and a future section, and we're going to be working our way from the past to the future. There'll be a bit of crossover in between, basically, but for the most part, that's how it's going to work today. So yeah, like I said, let's start with the past. I guess right back to the start, when you were growing up. And we've got to talk about Sweden, right? Because as I mentioned in the summary, you are a Swedish creator. What is it like growing up in Sweden? For people that maybe from elsewhere. I get a lot of viewers from America, the UK, Canada. Summarize like what it's like for people that maybe don't know.
It's very calm. It's calm atmosphere. It's very peaceful. It's a lot of nature here in Sweden.
Yeah.
We're surrounded by loads and loads of forests. And so yeah, I think my whole childhood has been spending it in nature, basically, running around in the forest, climbing trees.
Yeah.
I was also very lucky that I grew up on a horse farm.
Nice.
With my dad, so yeah, I had that.
I feel like you've just described like this like picturesque, like perfect upbringing in the forest, like it just sounds so nice. And I feel like that's what people would think.
Obviously it's not for like everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's different in Sweden.
I mean, it sounds like
you've had my childhood was very peaceful and adventurous, I would say.
Yeah, and I definitely want to dive into that. But I mean, it sounds like you've had the perfect upbringing for ASMR. Like it's just a match made in heaven, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So, you said you were brought up on a farm. Obviously, Sweden for the most part isn't all like that. It isn't all, rural and forests and things. There is obviously cities and things like that.
No, yeah.
How would you describe those? Are they modern? Are they traditional?
The people that grows up in like the city, you mean, or
Yeah,
like
just the city as a whole.
Yeah. They're how do I explain this? They're very modern, I would say. But also sort of like if you're talking about architecture is still there from the olden days.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got that beautiful, picturesque like cities and old towns,
Yeah,
small streets, and it's very beautiful.
it
And
sounds it.
the water coming through the city, like both Stockholm and Gothenburg, and
Nice.
and yeah, the people. I mean, wait, in Sweden, it's kind of like we're very antisocial actually. In
Okay.
Sweden, it's weird, but it's kind of like when you pass someone on the street, you don't look at them. We have all these weird rules, like
Okay.
when you sit on a bus, you can't sit too close.
Oh my gosh.
I personally don't get it. I
Yeah.
think it's, you know,
You'd rather
no,
talk to everyone.
I don't agree.
Yeah.
But it's Sweden, yeah. So people are more distant from each other, I would say.
Yeah. There's definitely similarities between, I think, what you're saying there about the whole antisocial thing, especially with the UK as well. I think like the UK can be quite like that. But when I've talked to other people, other ASMR artists, and maybe they're from like Spain or Portugal, it's more like they're more like close knit communities,
Mm.
and
Yeah,
they're
they
all
have a
about
complete different
yeah,
culture, being close and um, music and art and like being intimate with each other, like talking to each other, like having a conversation.
yeah.
I feel like Sweden is very different. But it may be UK, so
Yeah.
I've been there
How
a few times.
yeah, how did you end up learning English in the first place, right? Because obviously it's not your first language, or I don't think it is. So how did that happen?
No, it's we start learning English in school when we're 8 years old.
Okay, well.
Yeah, and then but I don't know. Like, I think I've gotten maybe a bit better English than most Swedish people because I've traveled a lot
Mm-hmm.
in my life. So, and now for pretty much like 5 years straight, I've just been speaking English because I've been living in France.
Oh, is that where
So
you are currently?
I'm in Sweden right now for the summer to visit
Oh,
my
okay.
father and stuff. But I've been living in France, the French Alps, for 4 years now.
Nice.
And
S-
before that, I was traveling to like New York and London and Paris, etc.
Wow, you've had a
I
lot of
haven't
journeys.
been, yeah, I haven't been in Sweden that much actually lately.
It's just a distant
So
memory.
yeah, I think maybe.
That's amazing. So,
Yeah.
so you've been learning English since you were 8, and I think in one of your videos I actually seen you done it in French as well. So are you fluent in
Mm,
French as well?
definitely not.
Definitely not. Okay,
No, 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 no. No, I'm not fluent in
just
French.
a little bit.
Just a little bit. I know like fromage, baguette, croissant, and that's about it.
I
You
think
know.
I think you could fool someone that you were French.
Yeah, no, well, I worked in a French bar some years now, so I'm pretty good at like bar French, restaurant bar French.
Yeah,
But then like holding conversation with someone
it's hard. Yeah.
can go so fast. But it's such a beautiful language, so I'd love to learn one day,
Yeah.
like properly. So yeah, and my boyfriend is French, so
Oh, well, you've got like the perfect study partner there.
mm.
um I guess back to Sweden for just a second. What are your favorite things about Sweden? I feel like you've probably summarized some of them in terms of, how you've grew up and like the forest and the scenery, but can you talk about
Mm.
that a little bit? What are your favorite things?
Um, My favorite things, I would like the instant thing that comes to my mind is my family, obviously.
Yeah,
And then
that's nice.
just thinking about, well, then just the environment that I grew up in and the forest. The forest had such a big part of my life when I was little. Um, and the Swedish fika.
What is that?
Fika is a word you can't, you literally can't translate it. It's just like a Swedish word you can't translate.
Is it like
No,
is it a food, an animal, a
basically,
place?
it's like you can have a fika at any point of the day.
Okay.
But basically, it's like a snack and a cup of coffee, very strong coffee,
Oh, okay.
big strong coffee. So you can have like the Swedish cinnamon buns or
Hmm.
like something sweet.
Yeah.
And basically, when you're working and stuff, you can just leave and say, "I'm going for a fika," and it's okay because it's like a thing in Sweden.
Wow.
You can just have a little break and have coffee.
I'm mind blown.
And, yeah, bakeries, bakings, what's it called? Yeah, croissants.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think that's one
That's
of
what
my
you
favorite
like.
things.
Yeah. um, and obviously you said that you've traveled around a lot and you've been living in France for 4 years. What are the career opportunities like in Sweden? Is there like, is there like any big industries there that you can work in? Or is it more just like, local shops and restaurants and cafes and things like that?
In Sweden,
Yeah.
um, there's a lot of things you can do in Sweden. I'd say
Uh-huh.
big companies. You can become pretty much whatever you want. Like school's free. Um, that you can choose from so many different schools and educations
Nice.
and work.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of opportunities, I would say, in
Yeah.
Sweden that you can do. I chose theater, but I dropped out. But yeah, you can do so many different things, I'd say. And nowadays there's not much pressure either. It's like kind of embrace what you want to do, and it's very artistic, I would say, especially in Stockholm.
Well, that's good.
Art and theater and um, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
People are getting more interested in that.
yeah, it
Well,
sounds, it sounds like a
creative.
very accepting environment to grow up in. Because
Yeah.
I think a lot of countries kind of like, they try to shy people away from the arts and the creative things, right?
Mm,
But you like
yeah.
what you're saying is it's
There's
actually the opposite.
yeah, yeah. And that's how I feel that Sweden is less pressure, I think. More celebration of the um different different differences.
Yeah, nice. So you said you'd done theatre. Did you go to university to do like a theatre degree? Is that what you meant by that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can call it no, yeah, you can call it university, I would say.
college or university, right? Similar,
Yeah, similar.
similar. So
It's called something.
were you always into like were you always into theatre and acting and things like that growing up?
Yeah, or I think I was, but I didn't really know I was.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I always made little movies. I wrote like scripts, had my film camera, and I got my friends to come, and I would make this whole, idea and movie, and I would put makeup on them and wigs, and I just love that whole
I
thing.
love it.
I was more the film adult, but I loved creating, stories. Um, yeah, I was very into that, but I never thought about it until now. It's like a year ago or something. I was like little. I did a lot of like acting. I was very into filming and creating stories
Yeah.
and stuff. And here I am, like sort of doing it
You're doing it
again.
all.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's lovely.
Mm.
I mean, especially
Uh-huh.
like at that young age, like I don't. you don't normally see kids like get into stuff like that at that age, right? So it's kind of fascinating. I'm guessing you don't do ASMR full time. Do you have like a part-time job or a full-time job doing something else? You don't need to go into detail, but like what field of work are you in, I guess is the question.
I'm actually doing ASMR full time
You
now.
are doing it full time. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I've been doing it since a few months ago,
Hmm.
but before that I was bartender.
Bartender. Okay.
Yeah, bartender. I'm very. It's kind of weird for me being an ASMR artist. I'm a big party.
Okay.
I like staying up at night. I'm like a night owl, which is like it just kind of clashes because like I'm here like trying to make calm sound for people to sleep while I'm like no, no. No, but I love working as a bartender. I love speaking with people, meeting new people all the time, and hearing their stories, even if they're drunk stories.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, it's great. That was in France, and before that, I worked as a model.
Right. Okay. Wow. So was that what was that like? Was that like a local thing? Was it like a large scale thing for like a brand? Can you like name
Mm,
any names, or is that
no, it was quite big. I started when I was 14, with an agency called Mikas in Stockholm.
okay?
And yeah, since then I've been doing like loads of things like L'Oreal, Maybelline, like big Swedish brands.
Wow. I mean, I don't
Um,
doubt it because you're obviously very, very pretty.
no thanks.
Like, how does that like, how does that all start in the first place? Does someone just see you on the street and like, this kid can be a model, and then they kind of contact your parents? How does it start?
Yeah, I got scouted, it's called. So I was just walking around in the street with my dad and my stepmom.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a person coming up and like, hi, we want you as a model. And it was like IMG New York, which is a really big, it's the biggest modeling agency in the world.
Wow.
But at the time I was 14 and my dad was kind of, maybe let me date a little bit
Yeah.
until he gets older. And I didn't even know what modeling was because I was such a tomboy. Like, I just wanted to climb trees. So I wasn't even interested. But, my stepmom and my dad was kind of like, this is a big opportunity, if you want to. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like, I have no clue what's going to happen. And yeah, it took off. I've been like walking catwalks, fashion weeks, lots of things um, since then. Yeah. But yeah,
Insane.
but it's great. But I like the modeling industry is very tough. It's very
Right.
hard. And it can be quite cruel, especially to young women.
Yeah.
Because when you're 14, which is the age when they usually scout girls,
Mm-hmm.
because they haven't developed yet, so they have that, skin look.
Yeah.
Um, at 14, like that's when you're starting to get into the world as a woman.
Uh-huh. I know
And
what you're
if
saying.
you get into the in the modeling world, you get a complete different view of what the world actually is like, what is okay, to look like, what you should look like, and you get a whole messed up image
Yeah.
of what is healthy or
I can
what is
imagine
good
it's
for you.
hard. Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
That's it. No, that's good. It's amazing, like what you've talked about so far. I feel like I feel like of all the podcasts I've done, like normally the first section is quite short, and there's not much detail. But obviously, you've done so much, and it's been so fascinating. So thank you for sharing that.
yeah,
How
thanks. No worries.
how did you? I mean, how did you come across ASMR in the first place? Like just as a viewer. And I guess is there like a first video that you can think of that which was like actually your first experience of ASMR? Does that stand out as well?
Yeah. Um, well, so I had loads of anxiety and um, I have just bad anxiety
Mm-hmm.
and insomnia. So I
Right.
couldn't. Took me hours and hours to fall asleep at night. There was just once, I don't know, a few years ago. I was just scrolling through YouTube, as you do,
Yeah,
during night.
you do.
I stumbled upon this video. It was a guy. Can't remember his name now. I think he's pretty big actually. He kind of looks like you.
Oh.
Looks like you. But I can't remember his
You can't
name.
remember his name. Maybe it'll come back to you
But
later.
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah. But anyways, so it was a video. He was just, I can't even remember what he was doing in the video, but I basically fell asleep within 10 minutes. That
Nice.
was like a revelation for me because I had struggled so much
Right.
with this. So yeah, I was just forever grateful for that video. I was like, oh my god. And then after that, I watched ASMR pretty much every single night for 2 years. And it just completely like cured my anxiety. I don't have any, I have sometimes occasionally, but most of my anxiety is gone. And I feel, yeah, more happy. And
That's so nice for you.
yeah, it helped me so much. And I just feel like at some point felt like I wanted to give something back.
Mm-hmm. I had a similar feeling, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was just like, maybe I can start a channel,
Why not?
give all this help that I've received back.
Yeah. And obviously from what you've described so far of like your upbringing, it sounds like the perfect outlet for you to just be creative as well, right? It ticks all the boxes for you in terms of what you know enjoy as a person and as a human. So it's just like I
Yeah.
think like I said before, it's like this a match made in heaven,
Mhm.
like Gloria and ASMR.
I
It was just
think
meant
it,
to be.
yeah, I think it really, it's like most of your life you're walking around wondering what the hell you're doing with, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, find my passion. Like, how do I do that? I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
And this is like, I think this is one of those moments where I'm like, maybe this could be it.
Yeah. You
Like,
found your thing.
because I'm actually like genuinely mm, excited to create more and connect with all these people,
Hmm.
help people and help myself at the same time.
Yeah. And I normally ask like what were the motivations starting your channel, and I think we've already touched on that. It was just you, and you wanted to give back to the community that helped you, kind of cure your anxiety and insomnia, right?
Mm,
Did you have any early expectations going into creating the channel? Were you putting any pressure on yourself to succeed, or was it just for fun?
I was quite shy about it. First, I didn't tell anyone at all because
Right.
ASMR is such
Weird, right?
like looked upon thing. Like like are you doing that? That mouth sounds. It's like what I get every time people like ASMR they make fun of me. But
Yeah.
like at this point, I don't care anymore. But
No.
in the beginning, it was quite
It,
sensitive for me, and I got very like, no, I can't do this. I need to. It's so many times I'm like, oh, I'm gonna delete my channel. I'm gonna delete my channel. Because I got very affected by what people said.
yeah.
Um, um, yeah, I think that was the scariest thing, like to start a channel to put myself out there.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Mm. Especially going through like the whole modeling story as well. I've gotten so much of that, like, no, we don't want you too big of a nose, or and what they just tell you up front. So
Yeah.
you have that in the back of your mind that you're just gonna get
Hated on.
hammered with
Yeah.
with bad comments and judging people.
It's difficult. And
But
yeah, when obviously you transitioned from a viewer to a creator yourself, did you have any inspirations from people inside the community? Maybe creators that you watch that you thought like, I love what they're doing with their content? You know, I want to kind of
Mm.
integrate that into what I'm creating. Was there any inspirations there?
I mean, so many.
Yeah.
But I think the main one is definitely Frivolous Fox.
Oh, okay. We love
She's my
Frivi.
girl. No, I love her. I just think she's so genuine with her content.
She is.
And yeah, I just really like her.
That's fine.
She's so heartwarming, you know. Like,
yeah.
and I kind of want to have that in my content. I want to be real.
Yeah.
But it's also hard at the same time, you know, because you're like, oh no, like maybe start, you know, looking at yourself in the reflection thing, and you're like, oh, maybe not. What do I look? And then you're like, oh no, take it away. Like,
Yeah.
you have to try and think. I don't know, not think too much about what other people think.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. So that kind of concludes the what I would call like the past section. We're going to move on to the present now. But again, a lot of this stuff is in the past, but it's from once you've uploaded your first video, basically. And for this section, I kind of I go right back to your first video, and I kind of analyze things and look at views and when like things started to take off for you over time, basically. So your first ever video is titled "New ASMR Artist." Come join the Tingle Party. I like it. It's got 9,000 views. And you kept your first video up, which I love when people do that, 'cause some people just delete it because it's too cringe. I know you're cringing a little bit there.
Do that?
How does it make you feel looking back on it?
I love it.
You love it?
I think it's funny because I kind of make fun of myself at this point.
Yeah.
Like, in a good way.
You've got
like,
to.
I don't take myself too seriously and like pick on myself, you know? So I just think it's a bit, you know, it's a bit funny. I was there with like Santa Claus hats.
Yeah.
Making sense.
In
the middle of summer. But yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, no. How did it, you know, obviously I said it has 9,000 views there, but it's obviously that's, you know, grew over time. How did it do, like, when you first like dropped that video? Like, what we were talking, like, numbers wise, you know, did you get like
40 maybe?
40 views?
40. It was around like 50 to 100 views a video for a long time.
Yeah.
And then it started to go to like 500.
It just grew over time, yeah.
Yeah, I hit like 1,000 in, like, it took me over half a year, I think.
Or to get 1,000 views on that first video?
No,
subscribers. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. I didn't realize that. So it took you like 6 months.
Yeah, it took me a long time. Yeah, and then just I think some point it just kind of blew up.
Yeah.
It went from like 1,000 to 10,000 in a week. I was like, what?
Yeah, crazy. What was it nervous? You know, back to that first video though. Still, was it nervous filming that first video in English for you as well? Because obviously, you know, you're a native like Swedish speaker. Yeah, what was that like doing that in English?
Oh, definitely not. Like, I'm pretty much my whole life I've been thinking in English.
So it was okay. It wasn't like.
Yeah, I've been writing in English. I've been reading in English. My dad and my grandpa, they worked a lot with English people as well. So I sort of grew up with a lot of adults walking around speaking English to each other.
Yeah.
I think it has to do with that as well.
So you were quite comfortable with it then?
Yeah, definitely. More comfortable than when I speak Swedish in videos. It's really weird because suddenly I start to think about accents, like in like Swedish accents.
Yeah.
Because like now when I speak Swedish, I'm like shifting between different accents in Swedish. It's really weird. And people are like, "Where are you from again?" And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know myself.
No. And my English accent as well, or it's like shifting from like English or Australian, and like it's all over the place. But
It's
yeah,
nice.
so
No,
nice.
it's nice though. What was the biggest issues you faced like right at the start? Like what was the biggest hurdles for you?
I think it was just like telling people,
Yeah.
or like keeping it a secret, or the comments. I was just scared what people would think of me. I think that was just the most difficult thing.
Yeah.
And then of course like working out how the equipment works. I'm not very technical
No. I,
of a person,
yeah.
so I was struggling to like, how does this even work? And then I got frustrated, and then I was, I don't want to do this.
I feel I feel like a lot of us come into like doing YouTube in general, not just ASMR. And it's like it's a big learning
Yeah.
curve when it comes to all the technical
Definitely.
side of things, right? It's like all the editing software and setting up mics and setting up
Oh my
cameras.
god. Yeah, you learn so much.
Yeah, you do.
Like, you have to.
Yeah, you do. And
um,
like if you take anything away from this journey, it'll be some of the technical advice, I guess, that you gain from it. You know what I mean? Like the
yeah.
technical knowledge, I guess that's a better word.
Mm.
Uh,
Actually, since I was little, I've loved editing.
mhm.
So I've never had a problem with like the editing part,
Oh,
because
okay.
I've
You're
like
fine with that,
had like Final Cut Pro when I was really
right? Yeah,
little, and I just loved doing that, putting things together. So for me, I'm really excited to do that as well. Like, I know that some um, content creators are like, they like to do the filming and stuff, but then they're like,
hey,
oh,
editing.
when it comes to the editing.
Yeah,
But I love both. So
same. I like editing as well. I think we're just weird.
yeah,
um, you know,
yeah.
I didn't realize because obviously when I'm looking at your channel, I'm looking at it at like real time, like right now. You know what I mean? Like it's not back then when them first videos got released, right? So I actually wrote down, it only took you 3 videos to blow up. Obviously, that's a lie. But your third ever video is called ASMR Nap Time in the Sun with Hand Movements, and that actually has 63,000 views, which is an insane amount of views for a third video, right? But like you said, that probably didn't do well at the start, and it's just grew over time. Um, the
I
question,
didn't do well at all for over half a
no,
year.
yeah, it's
And
insane.
just in 1 week, and then it just everything
Yeah.
drops.
The question I had though was like, I think like this is quite an obvious question. Did you go into like making ASMR videos knowing that you just wanted to film outside? Because obviously that was your first one that you'd done outside. I'm guessing that was a given, right? You've grew up your whole life outside. Like, of course I'm going to film
Yeah,
outside.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was kind of. I didn't even think about it. I was just like, why not do it outside? Such a lovely wet weather.
Yeah.
But outside, I had a little picnic. Talk to the birds.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. I think like most ASMR videos with like that's in nature, where they use green screen.
Right.
I really don't like green screen.
No. You've got it on your doorstep.
Nothing about it. I'm like, I don't know. I can't watch videos with that green screens. It's, I don't know, I think it looks a bit fake and kind of not.
Okay, I see.
No, I love nature sounds. Like, I love the wind blowing, like
You like rain sounds as well?
rain sounds.
Little birds
When
twerping.
you hear like the trees, like the leaves.
The rustles. Yeah.
Mm. Um, and there's a lot of other people that loves them as well. So yeah, I've actually, what time is it? I think my newest video is out now. It's outside as well.
Oh, you just released a new video tonight?
Mhm.
Okay, there you go. Well, by the time this goes live, you'll be able to definitely watch it, guys.
Yeah, it's outdoors in the Swedish forest.
Nice. I bet
Finally.
that's really lovely.
Yeah, it's also really hard to film outside. because because if the wind is too harsh,
Right.
like, straight into the microphone, and just
yeah, not nice sounds, quite harsh.
and you're just getting more and more frustrated. And then when it's no wind at all, there's just like 200 flies attacking you or the microphone. And you're like not calming at all,
Trying to
just
swat-
running around.
Trying to swat them away. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's quite hard to do outside, and also the people walking by.
Right, like cars
Also
and stuff as well, right?
Cars, yeah, and then just people having a promenade. Is that, can you say that? Promenade?
No, I don't think so.
Walk. Okay. A little walk, and you walk by, and you just sit there like petting a camera.
She's went crazy.
And there's been like people stopping and like,
what is she doing?
What is she doing? On about. I just
smile and wave. I wanted to talk about your ASMR Christmas calendar series that you've done, which I love because I was looking for all your videos, right? And I came across this. For those of you who don't know, maybe haven't seen, Gloria done a kind of like a 12 Days of Christmas-esque ASMR series where from the 1st of December till the 20th, I think, she done a...
Yeah, I didn't go all the way to the
You didn't go all the way to the end, no.
Because I just, I didn't have time to film. I didn't plan it enough.
No, but basically she done a new video every single day for 20 days, which is still amazing, right? Where did that idea come from in the first place?
Oh, it was like when I was younger, I watched Suella a lot. You know Suella?
Yeah, of course, yeah. A
I
fellow
she had, like,
British girl.
Okay, who doesn't know who Suella?
That's true.
No, but she had like I think she had a Christmas calendar thing, but with like makeup or something.
Right.
Would be something. It wouldn't
Something
be
like that.
ASMR,
Yeah.
but something else. She had a video every day, I think.
I know what you mean.
And I was like, what? Imagine an ASMR video every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that this year again. But definitely more planned.
More plan. I mean, it
Yeah,
must.
definitely more planned.
Yeah, it must be hard work doing like a video like every single day for that long, and like they weren't just like short clips, right? They were quite long videos as well. So were you like were you filming that like the day before and then like uploading it the next day? Is that how you were doing it?
Yeah, and sometimes the same day.
That's
sometimes the day after.
That's so funny.
It was very badly planned, and sometimes the Wi-Fi wouldn't work or something. You know, but this time I'm gonna film them all like a month before.
Yeah, probably better doing it.
Yeah, scheduled it.
Yeah, because you must have been so tired at the end of that.
Oh my god.
And you'd have still been working then as well.
Yeah, still working, still going out, still like up skiing in the morning, and yeah. But
crazy.
I kind of did it.
You did it. Kind of did. Yeah, minus the 4. I'm guessing, like, because you did that in the first place, I'm guessing you're just like a big Christmas fan in general. Like, do you like winter and Christmas and everything that comes with it, snow and all that?
Yeah, I love it. Love all the cozy sweaters, candles.
Same.
Candles.
Yeah.
And just like, baking and all the smells.
Nice.
And all the blankets and movies and the cuddles.
Yeah. I completely relate.
Yeah, I just love it so much. But I mean, some people don't like it as well. For some people, it can be a bad trigger, or because they maybe had a bad experience when they did Christmas or something.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do. Like, I've been thinking, and a lot of ASMR artists, they have like Christmas themed, obviously, and the hat. And but for people that are triggered badly,
Hmm.
must be quite hard. Like, watching is fun. It's like
Yeah,
Happy Christmas. Like,
I get
no,
that. Yeah, it's
well,
the same with like, when you have like Father's Day or Mother's Day and stuff like that, right? When it can be, people that don't have like a mother anymore, obviously it can be quite triggered.
yeah.
And then like what I noticed was, you know, you got to 20 videos with that series, and the second video after that, so not the one that you're not the one that you done after it, the one after that, that's actually your most popular video to date. And it's titled ASMR Swedish trigger words and then Swedish ASMR. um and it has 400,000 views. Crazy
Oh
numbers.
my god.
Crazy
Really?
numbers.
No, you're lying.
I love it. I love it when people don't realize. Yeah, it's how much.
Has it actually?
It's got 400,000 views. I think, to be
Jesus
precise,
Christ.
when I checked
I
it
haven't
last,
even checked.
yeah, when I checked it last night, I think it was on 402,000, but I called it
Oh my
400,000.
god.
Um, and I found it like, I
It's
found it,
crazy.
I found it weird, like, well, not weird, but like just fascinating that you'd done that series, you dedicated all that time, and then 2 videos later, you have your most successful video of all time. What makes that video, obviously you didn't know it was that good, but what makes it that special for it to stand out from the rest of the videos that you've done?
Um, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's just like the fact that the thumbnail, it's a blonde girl with blue eyes saying like, oh, Swedish ASMR. So I think probably mostly men
Right.
watching that video.
Yeah.
And I've been looking around actually, and there's no, like, the stereotype, like Swedish blonde girls.
Yeah. Oh, me, like I'm the same. I'm blonde hair, blue eyes as well.
And that's what most people probably think about. It's
Yeah.
like ice
No.
bears
Yeah.
and blonde girls. Um, and I think when you search, um, I think I'm the only blonde girl in the Swedish ASMR
Can't
community.
agree. Right. Okay. So that helps a
And
lot.
I think it's just my thinking, but
No,
maybe people click on it more because it's a blonde girl
yeah.
and it's Swedish ASMR, and there's no other competition
Hmm.
in that. Yeah,
I think that's a modest answer, but like obviously, I think what you're saying
like,
is
yeah.
what you're saying is, it could be true. It probably is true.
Mm.
But I feel like, you're also selling yourself short, because anyone could do that, right? And it could still be bad ASMR. And I know for a fact if it was bad ASMR, it wouldn't get to them levels. So obviously, what you've produced is still good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Um, one
Um,
one of the things I wanted to say though, when you said about like think about Sweden, you think about girls with blonde hair, blue eyes.
mm,
Maybe some people think about like is gingerbread, like gingerbread house, is that like a Swedish thing as well, or is that like something else? No. Yeah,
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Like,
Um,
it's like I feel like it's a Scandinavian thing, whatever it
oh,
is.
I mean, yeah, I build gingerbread house like every single year.
You should do that video. We need
But
a Gloria gingerbread house. I don't know if it's making a gingerbread house. You're pretending to be the gingerbread woman. I don't know what happens in it, but I feel like it would blow up.
do you think it's actually Swedish thing?
Uh,
Like, do you not have it in the
no,
UK?
no. I was asking. No, no, no. I don't think it is, but I thought like it might. It might be.
Oh, no, I don't know.
No, you don't know. Because people
No.
like it's definitely like a Christmassy thing, like gingerbread and gingerbread men. Like it's more like autumn and Christmas. Like you tend to see it more around that time of year.
Yeah.
And like when you go to like Christmas displays, maybe in like a shopping mall, they'll have like the big Christmas tree and the tinsel and Santa, but you'll also see like a gingerbread man as well. So I just thought, I don't know.
Mm,
I'm
yeah.
trying to
I
make a
don't know.
connection.
I just think about Shrek. I think, like, as soon as you say gingerbread, I also think about the gingerbread guy from Shrek.
Oh, the
Um,
little yeah.
that was a quite childhood movie.
Shrek is great. I mean, I think I like Shrek 2 better. Like the soundtrack to Shrek 2 is so good.
Mm.
I mean, Shrek 1 has a good soundtrack as well, but chef's kiss. You know, obviously that video is in Swedish, and like you say, there's not a lot of competition when it comes to, you know, Swedish ASMR or stereotypical, you know, Swedish ASMR. Do you constantly question in like your head whether it's better to film in Swedish or English? Is that like a constant battle that you have, or is it not a battle?
Not really.
No.
I just do whatever I feel like.
Yeah.
Or try to. Sometimes sometimes comments and stuff get into my head, and I'm thinking maybe I should do more of this. Maybe I should do more of that. But I think the video comes out better if I just do what I feel like in that moment.
Organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice word. We'll use that word.
Mm.
No, I respect that, and I feel like that's the best thing to do, right? Because if you don't do that and you jeopardize that, you kind of just not putting yourself and your own feelings first at that point, and it's just going to lead to sadness.
Yeah, it looks like I noticed my videos when I do something that I didn't really, or if I'm doing something that a video that maybe I don't really want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I can see myself in that video that I'm like, it looks very fake.
Right.
I'm not being myself. I'm not, doing what I really want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not being true to myself, and that shows. Like you can see it in someone's eyes, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I try to do more just listen to what I'm feeling sort of that day, and what I kind of want to give to other people.
Yeah, that's nice. Is there any other Swedish creators that you like enjoy, or you think other people would enjoy?
Flower Cloud.
Say that again.
Flower Cloud.
Oh, Flower Cloud. Okay, got you.
Do you know who she is?
No.
Oh, he's great.
Well, okay, it's a he. Nice. Okay.
She is her name is Jessica, and I actually looked up to her when I started the YouTube channel.
Okay.
And then we've been talking like on the phone and on Instagram like a lot, pretty much every single day.
Yeah, that's nice.
I've never actually met her though, but she lives in Stockholm. And her ASMR is very down to earth. It's like when you watch her videos, it feels like you're just talking with a friend.
Yeah, that's what you want.
She doesn't edit anything. She films through her phone, and it can be her just laying in bed and like kind of like talking about her day.
Yeah.
You know, it feels like FaceTiming some kind of.
Nice.
And now she has developed that, so she has like a Yeti microphone, and then it looks really good like background. She's very down to earth person. So yeah.
Oh, she sounds awesome. Yeah, well there you go. If you like Gloria, go
videos
and watch.
in English as well. So.
Oh, perfect. Well, there you go. It's nice, isn't it? Because I you know, off the top of my head, I didn't know any of the Swedish creators, so that's why I wanted to ask, because I knew you would know. And just like foreign creators in general, I think it's nice to sometimes just to listen to, I know, a different accent, a different language.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Like especially French, I think. Spanish as
well. I like Russian ASMR.
Oh yeah. Russian's good.
Yeah.
What's her name? Beloshka.
Oh yeah.
It's more. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But it's like, if you don't know the language, it's like you're listening to inaudible whispers. So I like that trigger in general. So it's kind of nice just to listen to a language I don't understand, because it's like the same effect.
Yeah, just puts you to sleep.
Yeah. Did you see like a big, obviously, you know, like we just said, that's your biggest video that you've ever done. Did you see like a big shift in popularity on your channel from that point? Like, did the numbers just like go up in terms of subscribers, and then, you know, the people that watched that video went and watched other videos, and then it kind of just raised things?
Yeah, I think so, at least. I didn't I don't know. I don't check a lot,
No,
like the
no.
analytics
Yeah.
stuff, but I definitely think that that video made the from 1,000 to 10,000 in a week, and then it just escalated very fast.
Reach the stars.
I definitely think that it has something to do with that video. I mean, it must.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't check too much because like YouTube analytics can be quite harsh. Like,
It's definitely overwhelming.
Video is not doing as well as usual.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's kind of like, but then it could be doing better than all of them like 1 week later. So I'm trying not to look at the analytic side too much because it
Yeah.
kind of brings you down a little.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want that, like, because obviously, you know, we want happy, smiley Gloria. But I definitely know what you mean. It can definitely be like depressing, but it's also like the way they do it. It's like so addicting, and like, which is really bad because I feel like I've got an addictive personality. It's like, you know, they want you to know it's bad so that you like keep making videos and trying to like better
Yeah.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I hate that aspect of it, but I feel like
Yeah.
you're doing it the right way. You're just trying to not pay too much attention to it. So I think you've got the right idea.
Yeah.
And you know what I was saying there was about, you know, since that video, everything kind of like raised in terms of views. Since that video, when I looked at all your videos after that one, they'd all achieved at least 10,000 views, like minimum. Like most of them aren't even near that. Like they're a lot higher, but like minimum, like they were all getting 10,000 views, which before then, you know, for the most part, everything was under 10,000 views. So that just kind of shows you like the shift, right? You know, some notable ones that you've done. You know, you've done a cupped whispering and layered mouth sounds video that has 120,000 views. You've done a reading in French, which is what I talked about before, in the forest, that has 127,000 views. And you have another video titled "Guiding You into Dreamland." I mean, who doesn't want to click on that video? It sounds like some like Peter Pan type stuff. That has 222,000 views, crazy views. And overall, now you've had 5 videos in total that have went past 100,000 views. Is that crazy to think about when you think of like all them numbers and how many people have just watched those specific videos?
It is like when it comes up to those numbers, they kind of, you lose the, like, you can't even imagine how many people there's so many people.
Yeah.
You know, actually clicking on the video and looking at it, thinking something, maybe getting an idea from it, maybe, you know, it's like the butterfly effect. But it's like, I can imagine 5 people, you know, 5 faces, maybe 4 faces, and then like maybe 10. Then like when it gets even like 1,000, that's a lot of people. You put them like on a field or something. Think about concerts and stuff.
Well, even like the biggest football stadiums in the world, they can only like hold like 90, 100,000 at max. So it wouldn't even fill those.
That's crazy. That's insane. It blows my mind.
Uh-huh.
I am very grateful.
No,
Thank you, everyone.
I think it comes across as that you are grateful. Do you dream about? I'm guessing not, but do you dream about like reaching that one video that maybe reaches 1 million views? Because that's like the next step, right? Like you've got to 100,000. You know, the next one up is 1 million. Like, do you think about that?
I don't think about that at all.
No, I didn't think you would.
No.
I didn't think you would.
Don't think about that at all. No. Or if I start thinking like that, then I start adapting my videos to, you know, I don't think that would be a great idea because I would just get anxious and control everything that I did and sort of try and make everything perfect.
Yeah, you're overanalyzing things, going into too much detail.
And that's not good for me.
No.
So
yeah,
I try to stay away from that and just, you know, when I record a video, I try to imagine a person there in front of me. like really trying to imagine, a person sitting here.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, right? Yeah.
Just focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
You start to think, shit, probably gonna be like 100,000 people watching this. You just start worrying.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great way of looking at it.
Too much for the brain.
um yeah, it's that was kind of one of them questions where like I'll ask it, beforehand, but as we've been doing the interview and going through it, I kind of knew what you were going to say. You're not that type, of person, I guess.
It's never been my intention to get like famous or anything on YouTube. I didn't even think, because I was keeping it private for like over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't tell anyone except boyfriend.
Yeah, because you kind of got it. You've got to tell him, right?
And my dad, he was really at first weirded out. What are you doing? Is this what you decided to do with your life? Kind of. Yeah, we don't understand, I guess.
No.
But it's never been my intention to do it for any other reason than to help other people.
No, I think we can all see that, and that's amazing. That's why people should do it. There's definitely people that don't do it for that reason, but we're not here to talk about them today. We're talking about you. Because I was gonna ask like what would it take to get that many views, and I'm not gonna ask that, but I'm kind of gonna ask instead like what do you think you could improve on in terms of like your current content? Like what do you think are the areas that you need to improve are?
I mean, there's always areas to improve. You can improve everything, I think.
Yeah.
Everything is a progress. You learn as time goes. And there's like a beauty about that, definitely. But there's always things coming up, technical things I can practice, maybe hand movements, get inspired from other people. I see something they do and I use that and realize that this is really good, it works, people like it,
Mm-hmm.
Get a bit creative as well, you can try things out, that's why I love the podcast as well, you can be creative.
Yeah, it is the nice part.
Find different sounds and there's so many things you can develop and that I can develop, and I'm just excited for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say like at this point, looking at where your channel is now, it's like everything that you touch is like turning to gold. It's like got to that level, I think, which I think is says a lot about how much work and effort that you've put in. And when you look at your best videos, like the ones I've talked about today, they're all different styles and genres, and I think that's not something that you see a lot with channels. You kind of look at their best videos, and maybe 70-80% of them are like a certain style. Maybe they do like medical role plays that are really good, or maybe they do fantasy role plays. But I feel like everything you do, like I said in the summary, you do so many different styles and genres of ASMR, and that must be nice for you to not have that problem, because a lot of creators kind of get stuck in this like having to do medical role plays all the time, like I said, or having to do this certain type of video, but like you do so many different types and they all do so well.
I have the opposite problem. I have way too many ideas in my head.
No, that's good, but it's working though.
Many ideas. So sometimes when I record a video, I start off with one idea and it just turns into something completely different, and then it turns into something else, and then I have a problem naming the video. Chaotic, and I have just papers and papers and ideas, and yeah, I sometimes I have a hard time like choosing what should I do.
Yeah, but it's nice for you though, like there's not a pressure on you to film like a certain type of video. Like that must be nice.
Yeah, no, I don't like having that pressure either. I don't work under pressure.
No.
Very well. I don't know. Just sometimes my brain just shuts off and I can't do anything. People pressure me to do something like, you have to do it this way or this way. Or planning. I'm very good at planning.
Yeah. What are your favorite videos to film?
I think just personal attention.
Okay.
Like, I think I like watching those videos.
Yeah.
I think I like filming things that I like to watch.
Yeah. A lot of creators are like that.
But I also like trying new things.
Yeah.
So kind of experimenting in that. So it gives you a sort of rush afterwards, like, oh, do that.
That was fun.
It
Yeah.
kind of worked.
Proud of yourself a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna get into more role play. I've just been very nervous for some reason.
Mm-hmm. It is hard. It is hard because that was one of the things I noticed with your content was there wasn't a lot of role play videos. So it's interesting to hear that from you.
Which is kind of weird because I'm so into theater and stuff.
Yeah, of course, right.
I think once I start the whole role play thing, I'm probably gonna be a lot.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for it to. I don't know. I'm waiting for me to just be ready.
Get the right. Yeah.
I mean, I've ordered a wig, so.
Oh my.
It's probably gonna come soon.
Well, we've already talked about a potential roleplay video on the podcast today. You know, this gingerbread house roleplay. You know, it's gonna happen, right? So, like,
yeah,
I can't wait.
We should do a like a collaboration. Where do you live? Give me your address. I'll come dressed up like a gingerbread woman.
I would love that. You know, come to the UK. I feel like you would like where I live. I live in I live a part in the part of the UK called the Lake District. So similar to Sweden, there's lots of lakes, mountains, forests, rivers.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like you would like it a lot. It's very similar.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. We'll just have a little gingerbread role play, and we'll blow up on the internet.
Sounds great.
What I feel like, you know, you've touched on some creators already, like, you know, you like your Frivi and the Swedish creator that you mentioned. And then the other like creators that you admire that you would want to talk about?
Any other creators?
Yeah, that you admire.
I think just like Batala ASMR.
Right. A big
From
one.
her. She's very tingly, or she makes very tingly sounds. Like, I don't know how she does it, but just like all over the place. Her nails or like mouth sounds. And she just seems like such a lovely person. I always put her on and I'm just like pass out.
Yeah. Because you said you like to watch a lot of personal attention stuff, right? Who's the best for that?
God, I can't think of someone now. I think just Frivi.
Just Frivi, yeah.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on because Frivi does a lot of ear eating videos and stuff like that, right? A lot of ear nibbles and stuff. Do you like them type of videos as well?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I love
it.
I think it's really like cozy sounds. I don't know. It's nice. I just fall asleep.
Do you put headphones in? Do you have headphones in when you fall asleep?
I do, but they always fall out.
They always fall out. Well, that's nice because like they dig into your ear though, which is what I don't like.
Yeah, but I actually have this headband.
Oh, you got the sleep phones?
Yeah, I've got those. So they're like flat.
Are they nice?
Really cozy. Yeah, but you wake up with like a mark on your forehead because it's so tight, and your hair is like flat. It's like sticking out.
Yeah.
The bottom.
Oh. So if you're going anywhere the next day, don't wear sleep phones, basically, what Gloria is telling us. Or people are going to be like, what the hell?
I really wanted to, because I had that idea first. I was like, this is a problem in the ASMR community. People watching ASMR, like, we all know that it's really annoying when you try and fall asleep.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, like, why not create something that like works for people, like for people listening to ASMR? And then I saw that already existed.
They already came out. Is the audio quality good?
No. Sorry.
This video is definitely not sponsored by sleep phones.
I'm sorry, but
it's good to be honest.
Yeah, it's not, no, you want like ASMR, you want, or I guess if you're into lo-fi ASMR, then maybe it's for you.
Maybe it's good. 'Cause that's what I was worried about. Because it's like, how far can they go making like the speakers like comfy, but also
Mhm.
like, if they're making them flat, like in my head I was like, well, the quality is just not going to be good, and obviously, like you said, it's not the best.
Yeah.
It's not the best. Anyway, talk to me about, I feel like we've already talked a lot about this, but talk to me about Gloria outside of ASMR. What is she doing on a general day? I know you done like that, you done like an Instagram story the other day, which I really loved, and it was kind of like, um what's the word, like a get ready with me type of Instagram story that you did, and you kind of, done videos
Productive
of,
day.
yeah, and you went to the shop to get parcels and your breakfast and your yoga and stuff like that. I was very interested in that. So yeah, like for people like watching or listening, like what are your hobbies and interests? What are your main things that you like to do outside of ASMR?
Um, I do you want me to be honest, or do you,
Yeah, no lies here.
I don't know if you want to know who I am. Really, no,
Yeah,
no, but I love to paint.
nice.
I love to paint. I'm a artist, I would say, like on the outside. Um, I do big, big oil paintings, like the size of a wall, pretty much.
Wow.
But I haven't shared anything yet. But I'm
Mm.
probably gonna do an ASMR video, like paint with me.
Yes, for sure.
Um, but that has also been kind of when I feel a bit down, I go into my painting room and
That's nice.
um, but I love music. I like going out and listening to music. I love live music. I love big DJs. My boyfriend is basically a techno DJ, so
Oh wow, okay. So he's like the
so it's
opposite of ASMR.
yeah, which is quite, it's quite funny, like the contrast there
Yeah.
of my work, this ASMR. Well, I guess it's because I'm quite bipolar, and I have these um, very big up and downs,
Right.
and so sometimes when I'm in my mania state, I just run around and like a maniac, and my mind is going in like I don't know, 150.
Mm-hmm.
It's like too many thoughts,
Yeah.
and I talk too fast, and I just and I think that's what I like to go out and dance. I love dancing.
Yeah.
Um, and then I have my down time, and that's when I like make ASMR videos and
Get cozy.
earth, around myself again.
Yeah.
I have big contrast in my personality, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
that I've been struggling with, but it's getting better now. Even them out.
Even it out. No, but I feel like anyway, it's a good balance that you've got. And I feel like it sounds like you know how to deal with it, which is obviously great.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah,
you're big into the party music, then. That's what you said. So, like,
yeah.
what type of I guess DJs or like artists are you into? Like,
I don't know if I mean that probably the UK scene now is a lot of drum and bass and that sort of music,
mm-hmm.
kind of like very harsh kind of music actually.
Yeah,
Um, like I'm on a lot of or at a lot of raves,
yeah,
like forest raves,
okay,
um, raves in the mountain where I lived in France. You would go up in the middle of the night, like hike up the mountain,
uh huh,
like a little cabin or something, and then they would have like a bed on the roof outside and have like fairy lights, and you would see like the constellations, like the stars. So
crazy,
beautiful. And
yeah,
then just this beautiful music like in the background. Great party, in the middle of the forest with like lights everywhere. I don't know, I just love those
that's nice.
things, connecting with people, dancing, sort of get your emotions out,
Free spirit.
let go a little,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very important, at least for me as a
For you.
person,
Yeah. No, it's nice.
to let it go, yeah, shake loose.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like I've never been good with like big social crowds and gatherings and stuff like that. That triggers my anxiety. So
Mm.
I've never been for that reason like a big party or a festival goer. Like I love music and I
Mm.
love singing and expressing myself, but I just can't do it in that social situation. It's
Yeah,
just it's difficult. But obviously you found your thing to express yourself, and that's perfect. So I love that.
yeah. I was quite anxious and like socially anxious as well. That was one of my biggest problems.
Yeah,
But I feel like putting myself out as an ASMR artist, like on YouTube, like
it's
putting myself
helped.
out there
Yeah.
and doing a very sensitive thing,
Hmm.
but um, have sort of helped me with that. I feel more confident, feel more um, here I am.
Yeah.
It was
Nice. No, I love it.
just thinking about what other people think all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I've just got this like cartoon image, and you're like this little forest pixie just living her best life in the woods with rave music. But then
That's me.
she comes home to a little log cabin, and there's a fire on, and she's just got a nice hot chocolate.
Mhm.
Like
Yep, that's pretty much me in a
that's
nutshell.
Gloria. I love it. If you if there's anyone watching who is maybe thinking about starting their own channel or in the process of starting their own channel, what advice or tips would you give to them?
Um, hmm, um, I mean, there's a lot of tips and things I have, but just do it.
Just do it.
You know that video? Just do it. Just do it, and don't be scared. Like, it's okay. It's okay to if you don't get views or maybe you get a few bad comments. Everyone gets them.
Everyone does, yeah.
Everyone's in the same shoes, but basically, it's like, yeah, come join the YouTube family. You're now like a part of the YouTube community,
Hmm.
and it's beautiful. I think, like at least ASMR community. I feel everyone's very supportive of each other,
Yeah.
and so you don't have to be scared.
Yeah.
um, we're not gonna bite you. We're just gonna nibble all your ears.
Yeah. Yeah, we will. Some of us
But
will.
yeah, I think it's important to put yourself out there, show your work for people. That's how you develop
Yeah.
yourself as well. Um, and to get criticism, I think that's important too.
Yeah, great advice. There you go. You've heard it first. Gloria ASMR. She tells you how it is. um, so that kind of wraps up like the present, and obviously we're going to end with the future. Obviously, this is the smaller section in the podcast, and the first thing I wanted to ask was like things that you definitely wanted to do um, in terms of ASMR videos that you maybe haven't done yet. I know you've said, oh no, we've talked about the role wanting to do more role plays and stuff like that, right? So
Mm,
that's like kind of probably at the top of your list in terms of stuff you haven't done already.
yeah,
But is
role
there?
plays,
Oh, go on.
more collabs, I think, with other people.
Oh, well, that brings me on to my next question,
Oh,
which is people that you'd
I'm
love to
excited,
collab
by the
with.
way.
Yeah, you read my notes. You want to do more collabs? Obviously, this is a great start because it's kind of a collab, right? Um, who would you in a dream world like can be anyone? Who would you love to collab with?
You? No, I'm joking. I don't know. I mean, it would be lovely, but I mean, in the dream world, um, I think it just like, I mean, obviously the biggest like GB, Freely
Hmm.
and Glow.
Yeah,
Like it would be. I think I saw like a video where they're together in a hotel room.
yeah.
Um,
I think Juby and Glow done that one. I've seen the one.
yeah, yeah, and they did like not us Privy and GB, I think, and they did like taking care of you when you're drunk.
Okay.
And so they're like, hi, are you okay? Like, it's okay, here's some water. Like, and there's some like random guys in the background, like talking to each other, like acting drunk.
Uh-huh.
And then people going in and out of the room, you can hear like a bit of music downstairs, and they're just talking like, I
You
don't know,
like that?
it's fun.
Yeah.
I think it would be a lot of fun to um, work with other ASMR artists in general.
Just in general. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be so much fun.
Have you done any collabs?
Um, I don't think
You don't
so.
think so? No? I don't think
No,
I've seen any.
I've done like no.
No.
It's just kind of like mentioning people. You mention each other, but not a collaboration.
I'm sure I know. Well, I say I'm sure. I actually know for a fact that there'd be so many creators that I'm friends with that would love to do collabs with you. So, I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to
just
seeing one.
hit me
Hopefully,
up.
yeah.
Everyone.
If I was in a better situation with my health, I would definitely love to do like an outdoor collab with you because obviously you've got nice outdoors and I've got nice outdoors. I feel like we could do something special there, but it's hard. It's hard for me to get out at the minute. So maybe when I'm
Yeah,
better, we can sort something out.
yeah. Oh, definitely.
Um, do you
Yeah.
have any future projects in the works that you can talk about? It's okay if you want to keep things on the
Um,
on the quiet, but yeah,
oh,
anything you can speak about?
what's in my phone?
You're good.
I've got 20% battery.
Oh, we're nearly finished. We're fine.
Okay. Um, what did you say again?
I said, is there any future projects that are coming up that you're excited to talk about, excited to release?
Mhm.
Anything you can mention to us?
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm getting Spotify soon.
Oh, nice.
I'm in the working with that at the moment. It's coming up at Spotify, Apple Music, etc., etc.
Yeah. Where you
And
can
then I'm
also find
working
this
with
podcast. Sorry, I had to do
yeah, of course. Go ahead. And I'm doing I've been doing the whole summer a lot of videos and other stuff for a very big app, women's health app.
Nice.
Very exciting, and that's releasing, I think, in the end of this month. That's when I'm gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
But
congratulations
I've
on that.
been working very hard on that.
Yeah.
And
That's amazing. I mean, I think what you've said there is really some stuff to get excited about. And yeah, it's just big achievements, right?
yeah, and I'm getting a lot of what's it called? Sponsor.
You got some sponsors coming in. Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of emails like sponsors and stuff, but it's hard because you want to do the right ones.
Uh-huh.
Like I got scammed once.
Oh, I was gonna say that was
There's a lot of like scammers out there saying, "Oh, we're from like Zara company or we're with this like big company," and you just get crazy. You get so happy, and they just try to scam you
well,
with your money.
yeah, well, I got a story about that. So I had a guest on. She's fairly new to the ASMR scene. She's called ASMR Cat. She's a German creator, and she actually got scammed to the point where they hacked into her YouTube, all her social media pages, her bank account, and they changed all of her passwords so she couldn't get in. So she couldn't even get into her channel to tell people that
Yeah.
she'd been hacked. It all got stripped away from her. Finally, she got through to like YouTube support and was like, this has happened. Can you get my account back for me? And they were originally saying like, no, like it's your own fault. It's been hacked. Thankfully, she got it back. Thankfully, everything's sorted now. But you've got to be careful, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's basically when they want you to download something.
Yeah.
First you have to click on this and download it to your computer. That's the way that they get into
That's
your
it.
computer.
Yeah.
So yeah, people just be careful.
Yeah. No, yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen to you.
No. Yeah, got a few of those coming, and it's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm really happy for you. Have you
And
thought
this,
about?
I
Oh, go on.
guess, the Christmas calendar as well.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
excited to see what you do with
and
that.
I really want as many people as possible to be in on it, because it's like an everyday thing.
Yeah,
So I want people to get excited.
yeah,
So I'm gonna try and like promote it a lot before it happens.
yeah. I mean, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Have you thought about doing any merch? Any clothing or anything like that? And then
Mm.
also like paid content, like Patreon or custom videos. Have had any
Mm.
plans for that?
I don't do costume videos. A lot of people ask me if I do costume videos,
Right.
but most of them are guys who want something very sleazy,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't do that.
Yeah.
I don't support that. So no, I don't do any personal videos
No.
anymore. And Patreon, I think it's just the fact that I have to, on Patreon, it's like you set yourself up for that you do like 3 videos maybe a month, or
Yeah.
you like plan it. And as I said before, I'm very bad with putting myself in a state where I have to do something.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'm just scared that that wouldn't work out.
Yeah, I think.
People will be disappointed. So I think it's better if I just keep like posting or having this non-pressure YouTube
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But then Twitch obviously is another
Yeah.
thing, because
Again,
I can do it
you're getting psychic
whenever.
powers on my next questions.
Really?
Yeah. Because I normally, in this section, I normally ask like, or I talk about things that the creator isn't doing yet that they could be doing, right? So like merch, content. Obviously, sometimes I ask about Twitch if people aren't doing it, but obviously you've just started streaming, right? So I guess what made you take that leap in the first place? What made you want to start streaming? I'm guessing it's because it's your full-time job now, so you've got more time to do it, right?
Mm, yeah, I've got more time to do it, but also um, I want to connect to my followers in a
100%.
more personal way,
Yeah,
in a better way. Like through YouTube, it's like I'm talking to a camera.
I get it.
I'm
100%.
petting the camera and stuff. I'm trying my best to imagine a person.
Yeah,
But if like people can actually respond to
it's more
what I'm saying,
interactive, right?
can have a conversation, it's,
Yeah,
I don't know, I just want that. And I think other people, it'd be nice if other people want that too, because I think they do.
yeah, I think they do.
And it's nice to like Twitch, just hang out. That whole vibe, like you just hang out for like 2 hours with a person, and they do some ASMR at the same time,
Yeah,
kind of like it's a calm, chill vibe. It's a good, good like, community. People chat with each other in the comment section. I don't know, it's just a nice
nice.
little corner.
Yeah, I completely relate. That's exactly why I started streaming as well.
Yeah,
I noticed you. I think you followed me, right?
I think I did.
Gloria Tingles, you did. Because
Oh, yeah.
every time, every time like you stream, I feel like I always get like the Instagram story after the fact, and it's like, thanks for a good stream. And I'm like, I've missed another stream, because I don't just want to go on your profile and follow you like when you're offline. I want to wait till you're online and do it, and I keep missing you. So hopefully I can see a stream soon.
But this is the thing. Because I'm on my phone, so I'm very like, as I said, not very good at planning.
Yeah,
I just put it up and start streaming. Oh shit! I should have done like a post on Instagram before. Then I can't do that now because my phone is.
you're already yeah.
So I'm like, oh well. So I always just end up like, thank you so much. Everyone gets so upset. But,
We missed
yeah,
it. I
I'm
guess
sorry.
you can
Next
watch the
time.
VOD, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's not the same because you don't get that interaction. Was there what was the decision like between choosing, because obviously you can live stream on YouTube, right? Was there ever a decision to like say, okay, I want to live stream on YouTube, or I want to live stream on Twitch, or was it always just going to be Twitch for you?
It's gonna be both. But at the moment I don't have the cable. to stream from my computer.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the only reason. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming on YouTube.
You'd be doing YouTube as well.
Yeah, but not as much though. I don't think it's gonna be.
No, I like the interface with Twitch is just really nice, right? I feel like it's just set up a lot better than YouTube live streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, you agree? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
How have you found it so far? Because I think it's quite daunting when you start Twitch in the first place, especially if you're not like, especially if you don't use the website a lot as just a viewer. There's a lot of new things that you need to work out, little technical things, right? Was
I
that?
have no idea what I'm doing.
Was
No idea what the hell's going on.
so you
and I
found it quite
usually just
overwhelming?
tell that, well, I'm like, guys, I have no idea what's going on. How does this work? How does this work? And people are like, people help me out, which is really nice, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But I have a thing that blocks the count, like of how many is watching.
How many live viewers? Yeah.
Yeah. Not on purpose, but there's like a thing that's in front of the phone
that you can't see it. Yeah.
I can't see it, which is kind of good. So I don't.
And then you don't get too hung up on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So, so you're basically still learning. You're still learning the ropes from what I'm gathering, and you still want to, you know.
I don't even know if you can you earn money on Twitch?
Yeah. So once you're affiliated, which you should be soon.
What does that even mean?
So basically, I think there's like the requirements are that you need to have an average of 3 viewers, which I know you will. You need to have streamed for, how long is it now? You need to have streamed for so many hours, but you'll definitely reach that number. Like the number's really low. And then you need to have streamed for so many days in a month, like individual days. And then the last one is you need 50 followers, and all within a month period. So I know for a fact that you'll have got them. So once you hit that month mark, which I don't know if you've done that yet, you'll get an email through from Twitch telling you that you're affiliated. And then that's when people can subscribe to you. And when they subscribe, you get money for them subscriptions, and they can also donate and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
If you ever need to know, just DM me. I've got you covered.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Then so basically, there's like affiliate, and then there's partner. So partner's the next one up. Partner's obviously harder to reach, but once you get partnered, there's a bit more stability there in terms of, you know, like sources of money coming in. So I don't know much about that yet, because obviously I'm not partnered, so I don't know entirely. But I know for a fact the hardest thing with partnered is you need to have an average of 75 viewers, and I know for a fact that you'll get that. So I know you'll be partnered soon as well. So I wouldn't worry about it. But yeah, if you need any help, just let me know. Do you prefer to record for YouTube, or do you, like, now that you started streaming, do you prefer doing live ASMR? What's the preference there, or is it just like nice to do both?
Well, they're very different, but I think I prefer streaming actually.
Yeah, it's addictive as well.
It's more intimate. Like people can tell like what kind of triggers they like, and I can do that, you know. Or I can talk about my day. They can talk about their day. And now, like, it feels like just chatting with your friends.
Yeah.
Nice. But I love doing content for YouTube as well. Kind of.
Yeah, it's nice to do both.
Yeah, it's a good mix.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I have no doubts that you'll be successful on Twitch and do really well on there. So, wishing you all the best. Now, to round off the podcast, the last thing we want to know is, and again, you seem like someone who doesn't really, you know, think about too many things in the future so much. But do you have like, what are the ultimate goals of the channel for you and I guess your brand now that you're streaming and doing other stuff? Like, could you see yourself being like a full-time creator for, you know, the rest of your life? Or do you have your heart set somewhere else?
I don't know.
It's
I
a big
think
question, isn't it?
as long as I feel like it,
Yeah, as long as you're happy, right?
because and be able to be, if I at some point feel like I don't want to do this anymore, that I feel like I want to do
Yeah.
something else. Maybe that's acting, or maybe it's something else that I find that I can just sit down and feel happy what I have given
Mm-hmm.
so far.
Yeah.
And be satisfied with that. Oh, but right now I'm just, I don't know.
You're
I
living
really
in the
like what I'm
moment.
doing.
Yeah.
I think at least for like some years. I don't know, I'm 22.
Yeah. It's still like, I mean, you never know what life's gonna throw at you, right? So I know it's a hard thing to think about. And you could just never plan that far ahead because there's just so many things life can throw at you. So like you say, it's just about living in the moment and just enjoying what you're doing in the present day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did that break up for you there, or?
Yeah. That's a weird sound.
Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, it's gone now.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was just saying that it's just hard to predict what life's gonna throw at you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a roller coaster.
It is.
What is fun? So if it was just flat, it would be very fun.
But yeah, that's basically going to conclude things for today. I wanted to take this moment to thank you, Gloria, for coming on and filming this with me because I know it's a lot of time out of your day, and I do appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sammy, for having me.
No, honestly, it's been a pleasure. And for those of you guys who are still watching, who maybe at the start of this weren't familiar with Gloria and her channel, make sure you check out the video description and the pinned comment because it'll have the links to her channel and all her social media pages in there, so you can get up to date with all that good stuff that she's doing over there on her channel. And yeah, if you like this type of thing and you liked the the interview with the ASMR creator, I do these every single Wednesday with a different creator in the community. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, please hit that like button. Comment down below what you thought of the podcast. If you have any questions for me or Gloria, please leave those down below as well. That really helps. And yeah, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I do these every week. I also upload a normal ASMR video every single week as well. So if you hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon and select all, you will not miss out every time a new podcast episode goes live and every time a new ASMR video goes live. And that'll really help me as well. And the final thing is this podcast is also available in audio only form. So this will go live on YouTube on a Wednesday, and the following Tuesday, the audio only version will be available on all the major podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, etc. So if you're an audio only person, those will definitely be for you. But yeah, this is it for today. This has been the Wiretap Whisper Podcast, episode 22. Gloria has been an amazing guest. And we hope that you've enjoyed yourself, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.